Good evening, everyone. Inco here, and we are back with episode 2 of our Rohan campaign. Of course, playing with the excellent Third Age mod, the Divide and Conquer submod. Now, quick note, I feel like last episode was sort of off. I'm not sure. Perhaps it's because it's an overview episode and it's just kind of boring to begin with. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to say that I hope this episode, the second episode, is a little bit better than the first. I have to say, though, falling into an ambush, our first military maneuver in this campaign is to fall into an ambush. It does not bode well for the rest of the campaign, I have to admit. I'm pretty confident that we can handle this battle, though. Hlothere the Cunning, Captain Hlothere, well, we don't even know. Is he a captain? Is he a lieutenant colonel? Is that a rank? Major general? Is that a rank? Sergeant at Arms? Is that? I don't know if that's a rank or is it just a title. I'm not sure. I honestly don't know, so let's move on. I don't know what Hlothere the Cunning is leading. It could be... It's definitely an infantry unit. I'm going to assume it's bandits because these spearmen have more men. But mostly this is light infantry, so we can definitely handle it with our cav. Again, we don't know what he's leading. We'll have to see once we get onto the battlefield. We have 2 units of cav, 2 units of Rohan riders, which have 2 chevrons. Could be bronze, could be silver. I'm going to say they are bronze. Not entirely sure, though. As I said, pretty confident we can do this battle. For those of you who have watched my Grand Campaign hot seat, you might know that I consider myself a great cavalry commander, a wonderful microer of cavalry in small scale skirmishes, that is, which is basically the backbone of my entire campaign over there. If you haven't seen it, I pull off some, in my opinion, some crazy battles. Although it sounds kind of now like I'm tooting my own horn too much. He doth toot his horn too much. I'm tooting my own horn so much that the spit is building up in the... With the reed? Would it be the reed? I'm not sure. The mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is getting full of spit, and my message is ultimately diluted. You see what I've done there? I've become a self-deprecating... I don't even know. I don't know where to go with that. Basically, I'm just trying to say I consider myself quite the cavalry commander in Medieval 2. Let's try to avoid getting charged by this light infantry. Amazing that I just said I'm an amazing... Well, not amazing. Again, the modesty kicks in. I'm an okay cavalry commander and I get charged by light infantry. That is lovely. Let's call off that charge. We'll charge them in the flank with this unit and then we'll turn around. Hopefully this should do it. 1 unit dead. They're dropping rapidly. 80 of them left. We've lost a few men. Can we disengage in time before this other unit? Both of these units get here. It appears that we're going to lose a few more men trying to disengage. Unfortunately, that is how it has to happen, I guess. It's just the rules of the game, as it were. Okay, we're going to try to pick out these units a little bit more. They're kind of massed up. Let's speed it up. Okay, so we've got this unit ready to get charged. Too thin. Let's do that. 4 ranks ought to do it. Okay. Should we charge these spearmen? I think we want to deal with these spearmen sooner rather than later. I'm not sure if they have like a Schiltron formation or anything like that. Hard to say. Well, let's see if we can charge them in the rear if we distract them with this unit here. We can get a little bit close, maybe do a feint. I'm not sure. We'll get the... I don't know, we can do a nice horse sandwich if at all necessary. Can we break this unit right away before these other units interfere? Yes, we can. Amazing. Okay. So we've dealt with the spears. Let's just pick these guys apart even more. Another... I want the first unit. Okay, there we go. That was amazing. We just tore that unit apart immediately. Man, It's so strange to play with cavalry. It's also strange to listen to different music. I swear, there's only 4 tracks selected for Mordor in the Third Age campaign. It's crazy. It's so bizarre. It's such a different experience to play with not only a good faction, but a faction that is so far removed from the core strengths of Mordor. That is the cavalry faction. Like, what are these guys even doing? They're not advancing towards anyone. Are they gonna break? Surprisingly, they have more morale than the spearmen. Anyway, playing as Rohan is very refreshing. Not that I haven't played any personal campaigns, but I haven't, to my knowledge, I don't think I've played any divide and conquer campaigns beyond, I don't know, like 20 turns. Hopefully, this will be a long and wondrous campaign that you guys will enjoy watching. I mentioned it very briefly last episode. If this does well, I'm thinking about slotting it into Thursday. And I'd very much like to get your feedback on that. So, oh my god. We just did a fucking ride by... oh shit. That was shitty. Kind of got charged by the enemy cav there. Lost 1 horseman. Nah, it's okay. Alright, let's get lined up again. That was amazing. That was, like I said, a drive-by assassination. That's the only word I would use to describe what just happened to Hlothier the Cunning there. Not so cunning now, are you, asshole? As we cleave his head in twain. His clever brains spilling onto the ground. Okay, let's take these guys out. We're gonna lose a few more men. Oh, well. Let's run these guys down. Okay, so we lost just under a quarter of our men to annihilate this army. I think that went pretty well. We took out those spears. Look at all these dead bodies, man. Let's loot all of these assholes and ride back to, I don't know, Edoras. Whatever the nearest town is, I can't quite recall. Orlith, something like that? I'm not sure. Okay. Heroic victory. We only lost 32 horsemen there to kill, I think it was just over 600 bandits and, I guess, Fort spearmen. Whose fort is left up to the imagination? We're not sure. Okay, what are we gonna do? What was I doing with these horsemen? I was giving them to Eomer, was I not? What is this? Enemy camp sacked. Okay, no, I vaguely remember this. Good tidings, sir. Our men have... What is that voice? Sir, our men have found the enemy camp and claimed anything of worth. Okay, so we've gained a bit of gold, a bit of loot, and now... Yes, we were going to hook up... Well...
Your orders, my lord.
I don't know if Eomer would be interested in hooking up, but I gotta tell you, I'm certainly down. Alright, really? Why is this? Why can I not have more than... Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Is it because he is not a marshal, perhaps? What am I not getting here? Hama is not our marshal. It is instead Erkenbrand, commander of Eored. Okay, this is going to...
Your orders, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
I don't understand this. I may have to research this.
My lord.
With honor,
What?
assembling a mighty
What?
host.
Why has this just happened? Is it because I had infantry?
My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Or is it because I had a
Yes, my
captain? I'm not sure. But anyway, we now have some more experience. It is indeed bronze chevrons. Well, again, I don't know that for certain, but I'm 99% certain it's bronze chevrons. Okay. So Eomer
Your orders, my lord.
now has 5 units of cav, including
Yes, my
his
lord.
bodyguard, which has just got 16 men in it. Very interesting. So I suppose you're not supposed to use your
Your orders.
generals as frontline units, unless, of course, you're Erkenbrand, apparently. All right. What should we recruit? Advisor? Apparently nothing. He's not down to recruit anything. Hama as well has a huge amount of men. Let's see.
My lord.
What is your bodyguard,
Ready
sir?
to ambush the enemy.
Hama, please
Orders.
report. Guards of Meduseld. Why is it he has these? My god, I'm so confused right now. I really should have played more of this, apparently, before starting this campaign.
As you
Oh
wish.
god. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, everyone. We will learn what's going on together, okay? We'll learn all about it.
Yes.
All of that I know is that I want Eomer to put some watchtowers down
Your
next
orders,
turn.
my lord.
Which is what I think we need to do.
Yes.
We need to end the turn. Our first turn of the campaign needs to come to a wondrous close. Here we go.
Greetings. I come bearing word for you today.
That was apparently Grima Wormtongue. Circa 2090. 2980, rather. Third age. Very odd. I guess Isengard is DTF for some reason. They want to trade. They are DTT, down to trade. I see no reason not to.
We shall not soon forget this. This is wonderful.
Oh my god. Grima Wormtongue, otherwise known as Vlad the fucking Impaler. We will love to trade. We will count the gold coins. 1 gold coin. Oh my god. He's like a fucking Dracula impersonator. Oh, with his voice. Through an emulator, or not an emulator, but some sort of mixer. Okay. Moria has been reclaimed. Wonderful. Pero melanamino. What does that mean? Moria has been reclaimed. Fires burn in its depths. Wonderful. So, we have a new mission to capture Durwath, which is not what I wanted to talk about, but I did want to talk about Moria, which is somewhere up here, and it has been captured by whom? I can only assume it is the dwarves of Khazad-dûm, as they were... Oh! Athelion has been reclaimed as well. The lands surrounding the MNRN have been swept clear of enemy forces. Okay, so I suppose these are events. So that's just telling me that Gondor now has the lands east of the Anduin River. I suppose these are scripted events, just to make sure that certain settlements are in certain hands. Moria has been reclaimed, etc., etc. We have a new mission to capture Durwath, which is just southwest of Foldberg. I don't see why we can't do that, except that Muzthak...
What you want?
Oh god, he's got a massive army just outside of Foldberg. Bit of an issue, not gonna lie. Bit of an issue. So we have just lost 8,000 gold coins because our army upkeep is really high. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Okay, Retinue expands. Eomer the Horseman. Theoden the Horseman. Theoden the Horseman. Okay, very odd. Okay, Horn of Helm Hammerhand. Kind of stuttered there a little bit. Helm Hammerhand. This allows us to choose our heir, apparently. Wonderful. It seems that Theoden has received the other marks of the Marshal of the Mark, rather. We can dole these out to whoever we see fit. So definitely Eomer, the Horseman. Oddly fitting. Oh, we've recruited some scouts as well. Okay, we'll leave them in... well...
Your will, my lord. Orders.
They are quite a bit shittier than the Riders of Rohan, I have to admit. Their armor values and their defense values, not ideal at all. Oh shit, we have spies. I didn't even look at the agents in the overview. My god. Okay, so we definitely want Eomer
my lord.
to be
My lord.
a Marshal, and Hama as well, because he has a huge retinue for some reason. Erkenbrand is the first Marshal, is he not? Who is the first Marshal? Not Gamling. I swear, one of our generals was the first Marshal. It was Eomund, but why? Why is... oh, yes, because he is, of course, our brother-in-law. That's right. Okay, so he definitely needs to have a Marshal of the Mark. So does Eomer. Does Eomer need to have a Marshal of the Mark? I think so. We plan to use him in the field. It would only make sense. Okay, let's drop a
With honor.
watchtower up. But okay, well, we cannot construct a watchtower here, of course, because there's fucking apples in the way.
Yes.
God damn it, apple. Oh my god, that's so cheap.
This tower will
15
be
gold for a
vigil over the
watchtower.
land.
Well, fuck me. I'm gonna plop these things down
With honor.
all over the goddamn place. Color me purple
Yes.
and slap my ass. I'm gonna throw down some watchtower. Oh god. Okay, we have reached the Misty Mountains. Which is wonderful, but I don't think we need to watch this.
This
We are all
tower
familiar
will
with the
keep vigil over
old
the
Misty
lands.
Mountains, are we not? They're big mountains, and they're misty. Okay, so we've got 2 watchtowers now.
Yes, my lord.
Eomer is going to
With
head a little
honor.
bit further
We can
to the
go no
west.
further, my lord. Your will,
We're gonna get these Helmingus back to the Hornburg. We
March to
probably don't even
exhaustion,
need them.
continuing later. My lord.
They are only archers, but do they have... Okay, they do have quite a bit of melee attack. Let's get rid of these militia, and by get rid of, let's put them in the Foldburg, that is. We could use
My lord.
1 unit up in the Foldburg as well, just in case Isengard gets frisky. You never know. Oh, it actually takes quite a while to build roads, dirt paths, rather. In this mod, usually dirt roads are like 1 turn. We'll hold on to our gold, I suppose, and we will... Oh, God. Why have we dripped so? Is it because of our financial ranking? I'm going to assume yes. That's just fine. Overall ranking, we are... Are we top 5th? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3... No, we're not. I know that for certain. Okay, we need to look at our agents. Oh, luckily...
My lord.
Sinigels? Kynagils? Kegels? Luckily, Kynagils is our only agent. I didn't leave too much out last episode, so we definitely want to,
Quietly.
I would think, spy on Isengard. I can only assume
Journey planned out.
that would be prudent. Okay, we should also get Elfhelm. Oh, I'm scared now.
With honor.
I'm scared about getting ambushed.
Yes. With honor.
This could very well be the end of Elfhelm,
Yes.
everyone.
With honor.
Okay, no.
Yes.
Is that fort details? Allied fort details. Wow. Okay.
This
All
tower
right.
will
Okay,
keep
so we put a new
vigil over the
tower
land.
just outside
With
Aldburg.
honor.
Yes, my lord.
Should why can't I? That's seriously as far as we can zoom in. Apparently. Okay. We're gonna get
Lord,
Gamling
my lord.
to very quietly, without
This
tipping
tower will
Isengard.
keep
Oh
vigil
my
over the
fucking god,
lands.
Isengard has so many units. Okay, so apparently Isengard is the strong neighbor that they referred to.
Is that what you want?
It's also really nice listening to more music from the original soundtrack of the films. Most people on YouTube choose to remove this so it's not a copyright issue, but for me personally, I would rather prefer to play with the proper music because it evokes such emotion in me rather than chase those pennies on the dollar.
Your will, my
Does that make sense? Pennies on the dollar? Rather than chase the pennies I would make from these videos. So, I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I could very well get fucked by
This tower
copyright
will
if I'm
keep
not
vigil
careful.
over
Okay,
the lands.
there we go. We can stare directly into Isengard from this tower here, which is suspiciously empty. Man, they have enemy fort details, neutral fort details, rather. Just the other side of the river. They have 2 of them, not to mention they have Gineard, which is a village. Okay, so they have a lot of forces. I'm beginning to worry.
Your order, my
Should we get Eomer to capture the town? Here's the thing. That would just overextend us a little bit, I think. If it were to come to war with Isengard, although we would then be able to
Yes, my lord.
hold the river in the
Your
south
order,
as
my
well.
lord.
Where are the crossings? Way the hell over there. Seriously? Oh my god, look at this. This is the only crossing, apparently. I don't believe it. I honestly don't. This is one crossing. And Apparently this is the second crossing. Okay, so we can definitely capture... What is it again? Oh my god, done with? Durwath. Okay. Let's get our spy to head down to Durwath, rather. Okay, let's end the turn yet again. Get another turn in before the end of the episode. Seems to be going pretty well, I think. Better than the first. Yes? No? Maybe so? Slap my ass and color me purple. I don't know. So apparently Dernwyn wants to get married. The only problem is I have no idea who Dernwyn is. It's our sister, of course, and she's 25. Okay. Who was this again? Ceolwulf. I want to get this guy in the family just because of his name. Ceolwulf? I have to admit, Beowulf is a pretty badass name. Ceolwulf comes in at a close second. I think I prefer the B over the hard K in Ceolwulf. Regardless, he's an aspiring commander. He will fit right in the Rohirrim court. So there we go. All right. End of turn report. We have lost a little bit of money, actually, because of our army upkeep. Wonderful. It's because we keep recruiting units, even though we don't need them. Okay. Should we leave these units in Edoras? Okay, we'll take these 2 units, give them to Eomer. I'm not sure if Eomer is going to be able to capture Durwath on his own. It is indeed a wooden castle. We may have to send... Okay, here's the thing. Should Oh shit, there's Ceolwulf. Okay. So this is another brother-in-law. He does not have a city to administer. So we're going to have to leave him in Edoras. Or rather, should we grab...
Yes, my lord.
I mean, Eomund. Eomund would be good to have in the field as he is a marshal, but his bodyguard is quite small. So I think rather what we need to do is grab Hama. You know what I think it is? Hama has the Meduseld Guard, or whatever it was. Guards of Meduseld, which is an infantry unit, I have to say. Probably because he is the door ward of the Great Golden Hall. Okay, so, oh, does he have a custom... Does he have a custom model? Really? How about Gamling?
Yes, my lord.
Oh my god! Do they all have custom models?
Your orders, my lord.
No, he's generic. Okay.
Yes,
Eomund.
my lord.
Man, Hama and Gamling have custom models. That is super badass. Alright. Having just realized that their bodyguard was actually infantry, somehow that didn't click.
Your orders, my lord.
I have second thoughts about using them as generals in the field. Let's see. We definitely need Gamling. I don't think Gamling should be the Lord of... He should not be the Lord of Foldberg. I think Hama should be the Lord of Foldberg.
By your command.
His infantry will do much better in the castle walls. We'll get Gamling over to Dunlestier.
Your orders.
Erkenbrand, I believe... Okay, no, his general's bodyguard is Helmingaz. Well, that makes sense. We'll leave him in Hornburg. Okay, that's very interesting. I'm liking this so far. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, so...
Yes,
I think what I want to do is combine those units. I'm going to send this guy to Edoras.
By your command. We'll make
We'll get
your orders, my
Eomer to drop off another watchtower up here if we're careful.
Yes.
You never know what's in these hills here, in these woods. Apparently nothing. Okay. We will get Eomer to pick up these 2 units, and I guess we'll need some militia to capture the city. Here's the thing. We are a powerful cavalry faction. And unfortunately, this means that our infantry is perhaps not the best at capturing castles, I guess. Oh boy, I'm still so scared that we're going to run into some rebels. Man, I like that the watchtowers are so cheap, though. I think they realize that... This is the mod makers I'm referring to. They realize that watchtowers are crucial to the campaign, and they decided not to... I don't know. It kind of seems like a tax. You know? You just have to pay it to enjoy your campaign. It's a bit well, not superfluous, but it's a bit exorbitant in the original mod. And that kind of gets in the way of the gameplay, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, what was I speaking of?
Yes,
yeah, we're going to have troubles capturing this castle unless we bring infantry, basically. And I think 4 units of militia will do it. I just worry that... Okay, you know what we can do? We can get Hama to grab some of these infantry and capture the castle while we get Eomer to guard the river. Because I imagine... Like, what the fuck is this? Half-orc spear guard? Get out of here. Bane guard? Isengard, Saruman, what the fuck are you up to over there? What the absolute fuck? Not only do you have orcs, you have half-orcs. What are you crossing them with? Who are the sick motherfuckers that you're getting over there to fuck these orcs? Who are these people? Who are these desperate sons of bitches? Okay.
Orders.
Are they Redditors? Okay, I think we should end it here on that high note. Dissing a community that I very much love. Okay, where we have left off. Okay, so we're going to capture the city, rather the castle, as I've mentioned, I'm sure, several times. We need to build a few more towers in our lands. I'm just frightened that it will actually result in our generals getting ambushed by more rebels if we're not careful. So, do we want to make Hama a marshal? Okay, we're going to make Eomer a marshal. We're going to make
Orders.
Gamling a marshal. How about we get Gamling to
Your orders, my
carry these marks for now? The problem is... Shit, we can ride all the way to the Hornburg in one turn. But then how will we be intercepted? By warg riders? I don't know. I'm not sure. Apparently we will not be. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to hand off these marks. Rather, these marshal titles. It's actually a title of the mark. It is not a mark itself. I'm getting confused. Anyway, we're going to get Theoden to ride out. We should really give him a bit of a bodyguard. My god, Theoden can ride so far.
As you wish.
91 scouts ought to do it, right? Okay, we'll give one to Gamling.
Your orders, my lord.
And...
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, we'll give one to Gamling and our son Eomer.
Your
Okay.
orders, my lord.
As I said, we need to end it here. I really need to end it here before I go rambling on even further. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even more so than the first. If you did, be sure to leave a like, be sure to leave a comment, and I mean it, leave as much feedback as possible. The more of it there is, the higher chance that this will become a permanent feature on the channel. If you want to see more of it, like I said, perhaps Thursday, let me know what you think about that. And if you want to get in touch, check me out on Twitter, because I'm most active there every day. Reading tweets and sending tweets and shit like that. So, as I said, if you want to get in touch, check me out on Twitter. It is @IncoherenceL, obviously. As always, my name is Incoherence. This has been episode 2 of our Rohan campaign in the Third Age Divide and Conquer submod. You guys are always the fucking best. And I will see you guys later.